Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am here with more Halloween news, although nothing from Halloween Horror Nights this week. What's up with that? So I promised I'd be back this week. I did assume that there would be Halloween Horror Nights news, and then everything went quiet. But I'm back as promised, so we're gonna discuss some Howl-o-Scream news and discuss what may have happened with Halloween Horror Nights. This is the first video of mine that you are seeing. Hi, I am Liz. I am a huge Halloween Horror Nights fan and also Howl-o-Scream and any other local haunt that I can get to. I love to visit in the months of September and October. Basically from now until September, I am talking about Halloween Horror Nights and Howl-o-Scream and local haunts every Wednesday, and then come September and October I will be vlogging as much as possible from all the different haunts. So if you love the Florida haunt scene, make sure to click subscribe and join me for all of my adventures. But now let's talk about the little bit of news we have for the week. So we were expecting a Halloween Horror Nights announcement on Thursday because the previous 2 weeks we'd received announcements on Thursday. It seemed natural that that was going to be the pattern probably leading up to the event because we still have a lot to announce and we're almost into August. We did have an event happen Thursday that I suspect may have slowed announcement season down, and that is there was a giant DNS attack that happened on Thursday. My only assumption is that with everything going on behind the scenes with DNS stuff and web stuff that I don't fully understand, maybe they delayed an announcement while that settled down. But unfortunately for us as haunt fans, that happened on a Thursday. That may have just been really bad timing. Maybe they weren't planning to announce anything and they just let us on for 2 weeks for nothing. I suspect something went wrong behind the scenes and we have to wait. Hopefully we get something else this week. However, we did see an interesting thing happen last week, and that was the appearance of some props in the New York Scarezone. So we saw lighting rigs and scaffolding going up all along the park, but in New York specifically, we started having props that had a particular logo on them. Looks like this is going to be for the rumored Seek and Destroy Scarezone. So while we don't know any official details about that Scarezone yet, I've heard it's going to be kind of like a cyberpunk version of the Survive or Die Scarezone that we had back in 2016, or some similar vibes to Scarezone that we saw in 2010. Was that the right year? I think so. Long time ago. That similar vibe of a dystopian society, warring factions, and just chaos ensuing from the apocalypse, essentially. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting. So very curious to see what else happens with that zone and if we start seeing other props popping up around the park. So we have for Horror Nights, that was it. The only thing that popped up were those new sets and a lack of an announcement on Thursday. Fingers crossed for this Thursday, maybe we'll get a double announcement again like last week. That said, Howl-o-Scream Orlando and Howl-o-Scream Tampa did not slow down their announcement season this past week. So we got 2 announcements. First up, we have Howl-o-Scream Tampa. So Howl-o-Scream Tampa announced a house, and that was Cell Block Zombies. Welcome to Purgatory. This is gonna be hard to say. I can already tell. Welcome to Purgatory Penitentiary. Nope. Welcome to Purgatory Penitentiary. Nope.
Penitentiary.
Welcome to Purgatory Penitentiary, where afterlife sentences are served with a vengeance. Incarceration is just the beginning as maniacal guards shuffle fresh meat down dark and lawless paths for processing. Surviving the prison yard leads to maximum security and confinement that is anything but solitary. There are only 2 options for inmates here: break out alive or be devoured in detention. Okay, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know zombies are not my thing. I just don't find them scary. Maybe their version will be scary this time. I got zombied out when we had 5 years of Walking Dead at Halloween Horror Nights. The only zombie house that I've really enjoyed was the zombie house that Howl-o-Scream Tampa had a few years ago, where you got the laser guns and you got to play laser tag with zombies. Now that was fun because it wasn't trying to be a scary house. It was just a fun, enjoyable, playful experience. Now there were some scary moments in there. If you've seen my previous vlogs talking about it, I'll link my Howl-o-Scream playlist up here. But we did have some scary moments thanks to the scare actors, so there's a chance maybe this will be actually scary. I do have faith that their zombies will be more aggressive than the Walking Dead zombies, because with the Walking Dead at Halloween Horror Nights, they were having to emulate the TV show, and the walkers from the Walking Dead are not that aggressive. They're kind of slow moving and not as scary as they could be. Hopefully we get some actual aggressive zombies and this is actually a scary house. We shall see. Over at Howl-o-Scream Orlando, we also had a house announcement, and this one is called Beneath the Ice. In the icy wilderness above the Arctic Circle, a research facility was lost, buried under snow and cut off from the outside world. Something compelled you to join the rescue party, but doubt is creeping in. Was that laughter or the wind? That shiver you feel isn't just from the cold. These chambers aren't just frozen tombs. They're pulsing with unspeakable horrors, and you'll have to stay frosty and alert to survive. I like this. I think this could be really neat. We had a cold themed house at Halloween Horror Nights in 2019, which was the Yeti house. And I just love when they play with the environments like this. Obviously in Florida, a snowy environment isn't something we see very frequently. So I just really love when they think outside the box and go for these extreme climate houses. Hopefully it's like Halloween Horror Nights where they pump in the AC to make it colder so you actually get that feeling of being in the cold. I don't know where their house locations are gonna be. If I were them, I would have put this in the Wild Arctic, but with the animals in Wild Arctic, I don't know what they're allowed to do. There's actually animals in there and you don't want to disturb the animals with screams and everything. So unlikely. I really have no idea how they're gonna set it up at Howl-o-Scream Orlando. Very curious to see how the layout's gonna be and where the house locations will be. Will they be tents? But very excited to see the creative storylines that they create and see what the sets will be like in a house like Beneath the Ice. So that's it for today, guys. Short and sweet. But I promised these videos would be coming out on Wednesdays, so here I am. So as long as there's news, I will be back again next Wednesday to discuss any rumors or announcements that are released between now and then. So until next week, stay safe, stay spoopy, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.